Hey, Samuel, where the heck are you? Are you working outside of the office again or something? I intended on making you organize a storage room, and you not being here completely ruined my plans.
Oh, hello, Mr. Ramsey. I'm surprised to hear from you.
You need to get back to the office right now. Just because you're in your first year at the company, it doesn't mean that you're a big shot for signing big contracts to our firm. That's just beginner's luck.
I didn't intend to come off as a big shot or anything. I'm going around to greet our business partners before I plan on taking over for the boss in charge of us. They're going on maternity leave soon.
You're doing that right now? Are you with them?
Yes, I am. I was told by the general manager who's on an overseas business trip to accompany the boss, so I thought it was the top priority for today.
Oh, the general manager is involved with this too?
Yes, I'll come back to the office tonight.
Well, I guess I can't do much about the situation as of yet.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ramsey. I have a meeting with one of the clients very shortly, so please excuse me from this conversation.
Yeah, sure. We'll discuss this later. Samuel, are you there? I have something I need to ask of you.
Good evening, Mr. Ramsey. Thank you for your constant hard work in our company. I'm sorry, sir. I've already left to go home for the day. If we need to talk about anything work-related, I'll call you first thing in the morning.
It's nothing to do with the business itself, but it's related to the company.
Oh, I see. Okay. What is it that you want to discuss?
Did you know that we have 2 temporary workers coming in because the boss is on maternity leave?
Yes, I did. I heard that they'll be replaced with someone who's temporary until the boss's maternity leave ends.
Okay, apart from this, there are new people who are joining along at the same time as the temporary workers who were hired from the other departments. We decided to hold a joint welcome party in the department for the people I just informed you about.
What? You want me to be in charge of the party?
What's wrong with that? Do you have something to complain about me choosing you?
No, sir. That's not it. If you want me to, I'll organize it. It's going to be quite a large welcome party.
More than likely, yes. Assuming there'll be people who can make it. It would be safe to say that there will be around 70 people.
Okay, I have never been in charge of such a big get-together before. Wouldn't you be worried with suddenly entrusting such a big task to someone who hasn't been here as long as other coworkers that might know how to do it better?
Every single person in this company is extremely busy apart from you, Samuel. I purposely assigned this task over to you as you're the one with the least amount of work right now.
Well, sir, I have my fair amount of work. Remember, I also took over some of the work from our boss that's on maternity leave too.
Don't you dare talk back to me like that. It's a simple thing to do. It's easy enough to find a place during business hours to book and make a reservation in a quick amount of time.
I don't think it's as simple as you think, sir.
The people in charge upstairs have already agreed that you'll be the one to organize it, so do it.
Okay, but it's not something I can whip up overnight.
If you refuse to do this, it's going to look bad on your future work evaluations. Do you want that, Samuel? So you'll organize a welcome party with no complaints.
I understand, sir. I'll try and organize it to the best of my ability.
Yes, that's all fine. Just do it. Hello. So tomorrow's joint welcome party is at Toby's Tavern.
Good evening, Mr. Ramsey. Yes, that's where the party's happening, sir.
Isn't it a privately run pub? Did you rent out this place to use or something?
Yes, sir, I did.
And all the other things are going according to plan?
It's proven to be quite difficult staying in the budget when 70 people will be attending this welcome party. I was actually introduced to this place by a friend.
A friend? Someone else found this place, not you?
He's the one who will tell everyone about the place as he'll be the surprise guest on that day. You'll see, once it all begins tomorrow, so I hope we can all just enjoy this time together.
Are you sure that everything will be all right? Nothing is going to get messed up?
I guarantee you that the food and alcohol will be amazing, sir.
Well, all right then. This better be an amazing party, Samuel. I'm counting on you, so don't screw this up.
You have my word, sir. It'll be a great time.
Samuel, I need your attention this instant.
Oh, yes, Mr. Ramsey? I thought that I might get in touch with you right about now. It's past the reservation time for the welcome party, but no one has shown up. Do you know anything about this, sir?
Ah, I see. Well, actually I do. I have a friend who owns a cheaper bar that I could rent from, so the party is being held there instead.
Are you being serious right now, sir? You never said anything about that arrangement to me.
Of course I'm being serious, Samuel. Oh, you must have been the only person I didn't speak to about it. Oops.
I can't believe this, sir. And all the stress and strain I went through to find a place?
In other words, everyone canceled their reservation at that bar apart from you. Once you come over here, everyone's going to be so bitter for one, you not showing up on time, and two, for renting an absolutely expensive bar. Since this wasn't going to plan, I had to take over and change the venue and be responsible for telling people what was going on. I'm already having such at this party, so don't you even think about coming over and disturbing my enjoyment.
What am I supposed to do about Toby's Tavern then? Everything in the place is well prepared and on standby to host a great party, and you go and do this to me?
You're in charge of that party, so you need to figure out what to do about it. No use crying to me.
Do you think that I'll be allowed to do anything?
All you really have to do is pay the entire amount for the party that no one showed up to.
The whole amount? I have to pay for 70 people? That's so excessive and completely unreasonable, sir.
It's your mess, so you clean it up, Samuel. I'm sick of talking to you and hearing you complain about this. I'm not going to reply to you any longer.
Mr. Ramsey, you can't just up and leave. You can't just do this to a hard worker. Come back.
Samuel, my man, yesterday was so much fun, but too bad for you, though. It's a shame you couldn't make it. I thought of sending you a map of the change of venue if you sent me a photo of you begging on your knees. But I was having so much fun with everyone that I completely forgot to mention it to you. By the way, did you take the day off or something? I haven't seen you once this morning, and I haven't gotten any phone calls from any of our customers. Where are you wandering off to?
Hello there, Mr. Ramsey. I got to work really early this morning, so I'm still at the office.
How can that be if I haven't seen you at all? If you're really working in the office today, then you should be at your desk with your butt in that seat. I mean, have you got nothing to report to me about, boy?
My deepest apologies, sir, but I was talking to someone in a higher position.
Well, who were you talking to then? Spit it out.
Either way, I'm glad that you finally told me yourself about the last-minute cancellation of yesterday's reservation at Toby's Tavern. I just have something more to say about that. For the course that was canceled last minute, I invited friends of mine and acquaintances of the company's president to the tavern so that food wasn't wasted.
You did what? And the company president was involved?
Yes. With saying that, Mr. Ramsey, can you please come to the third floor to the meeting room?
The meeting room? What on earth for?
I would also like the employees who assisted you in harassing me to also come to the meeting room with you at once.
You're just a little pathetic employee.
Sir, these aren't my orders that I'm giving you.
Then whose are they then, huh?
I see that you're not quite following what's going on here. I'm sure you remember me telling you that a friend was the one who introduced me to Toby's Tavern and told me to rent it out.
Oh, yes. You were talking about some surprise guest or something along that line. What about it? Why should I have any interest in knowing who this mysterious guest was? He can't be that important.
It's the company president.
What are you talking about, Samuel?
The president wants to give an important announcement that all employees are to be fired.
Is this some kind of sick joke, Samuel? Why didn't you tell me this important information earlier, Samuel? I can't believe the manager of the tavern was a friend of the company president. The surprise guest for the welcome party was going to be the company president? Why didn't you say something to me?
You're right, sir. I heard the president's a local, so I asked him if he knows any good places to hold a big welcome party. So I said to him to introduce me to his friends that run Toby's Tavern, and it all started from there. The president was supposed to pay the full amount for the joint welcome party.
Are you being serious right now, Samuel?
Of course, sir. The announcement was going to be that the president was the main surprise guest.
Why didn't you say anything to me before the party? What am I going to do if I really get fired?
Well, let me tell you something, sir. It seems that the reason why you're getting fired is because you caused so much trouble in canceling and changing yesterday's reservation at the last minute.
This can't be happening.
In light of yesterday's commotion, this morning, several employees have come forward about being harassed by the department manager, and your entourage have accused you of compliance violations.
Are you kidding me?
It's not something I would kid about, Jeff. Originally, I came to work early with the intention of talking to the president about what happened last night, but I thought of also asking other employees about their situation. Due to the compliance violations that have come to light, it's been ruled that immediate action is necessary, since they've been occurring one after the other with you. It was decided that the department manager, including his entourage, would be confined to their homes, and that's what has been done today.
This can't be. Now wait just a minute. Why are you joining up with the president to punish me and my workers? A new employee shouldn't have such a role.
That's true. The president has already given me permission to tell you what's going on.
How can he allow you to do this? You're just an insignificant new employee.
Actually, I'm not a new employee.
What do you mean? You just started this company, right?
I was transferred into his company from the parent company. At the same time, the president asked me to do a little internal investigation. He said that the poor performance of the sales department may be due to some internal issues occurring behind the scenes. So he told me to find out what the issue is.
You were spying on this department the whole time.
At first, it was hard to figure out the source of the problem, as most of the employees had their tails between their legs and didn't want to speak out. One day, right after I landed a big contract, the problem appeared in a very sinister way. As a result of that, what emerged as the cause of all the problems in the department was you, Mr. Ramsey, plus your little entourage that was harassing everyone.
What are you even talking about, Samuel? You seriously can't be saying all nonsense about me. You can't have that sort of effect on me. In today's day and age, you can't just fire someone that easily. Since this situation is totally inaccurate, I can sue for unfair dismissal.
You must know that this isn't the first time that you've canceled a reservation at the last minute, right?
What do you mean?
You know that gossip circulates quickly in this type of industry, Jeff. You'll be sued for the damages you've caused to the bars for all the last-minute cancellations and all the other antics that you've done.
But they can't do that to me.
It seems that you're being quite malicious, and it's strange to think that you can avoid getting fired for this.
Is this for real? You can't just talk to me like that.
The final decisions will be made by the company. It's in their hands. Now, I'll just wait patiently and let everything unfold.
This seriously can't happen to me. You're not going to get away with this.
The bar that had the reservation canceled at the last minute filed a lawsuit against Jeff Ramsey and his entourage. They were charged with payments totaling $50,000. The company announced that they would be fired. Their faces turned pale when they learned that they were being laid off without a retirement fund, even though they needed a little bit of money to survive on. It seems that they rushed to the president to convince him not to fire them. Once they were within reach, the security guards stopped them, and it was see you later to them once the police were called. Now, it seems that each of them have a part-time job or their parents pay their way. For Jeff, who had an especially large bill to pay, attempted to raise money from a dodgy job. It's been said that he's currently